What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Underground Crypto Deep Dive Show. It is great to see you guys on a Friday night, and if you've been following the channel, then you know last Friday got sabotaged by my computer charger, and so we did not get to do all the amazing things that I really wanted to do here. Oh, got to get myself on the screen. There we go. Fix this up a little bit. All right. Yes, I was rushing to get the show all ready because there's a million things to do in a day, right? And let's go take a look just for a second before we kick this thing off at the 4-hour BTC chart where I've been starting. Prime Minister, man, it's good to see you. Welcome in. Stregahart, as always, great to see you. Melissa, my best and maybe now only mod. I don't know, but thank you for being here as always. And look at that, she even threw me a super sticker for $5. She sure knows how to get me excited on a Friday night, showing me that she appreciates my time here. And I don't think I linked our Discord. I'll have to do that at some point. Let's go look at the 4-hour chart real quick as we give people a minute to come on in. Let me make sure I link that Discord because I know she put it here. Yep. Pin the message. All right. So our Discord is linked at the bottom in the chat so that you can come to our free Discord and hang out with us when we are not live streaming. And of course, for those who've been away, welcome back to the Daily Crypto IQ Show, the Underground Crypto Deep Dive Show. Said many ways, but it's the same thing. Live stream where we go deeper into topics that actually raise your crypto IQ. And this week's series is crypto's trust problem. You know, Monday, we talked about who can you trust in crypto. Tuesday, we talked about custody and why your keys, not your crypto, still matters. Wednesday, talked about smart contract risks. Thursday, we talked about stablecoins and why stable doesn't necessarily mean risk-free. And tonight, without any delay, is DeFi Friday. And that brings the whole trust problem dynamic into crypto. Crypto gaming, crypto gambling, whatever you want to call it, GameFi. Can you own your items? Can you earn rewards? Does Grand Theft Auto 6 have cryptocurrency in it like everybody was hoping for? I don't actually know if it does or doesn't. Very interesting. I know that everybody's got it on pre-order. Who here has got a GTA 6 on pre-order? I don't, just for the record. And of course, the quote of the day, gaming economy is only as strong as the trust players have in it. And that really ties in our player dynamic, or trust dynamic, into tonight's stream. Melissa says, is Blues okay? I don't know. He keeps saying he's going to call me, and then I never hear from him. A great topic to cover, man. There has been a ton of trust issues lately. Absolutely, there has been. And you know, I said it the other day, bottom of the bear market, things break. Now, that doesn't mean when things break that you're automatically at the bottom of the bear market. But as you get closer and closer to what we'll eventually look back upon as the bottom of the bear market, you'll realize that around that time was when a lot of stuff was breaking, you know, a month or two before, during. What you might not know, one of my favorite segments to kick off the string with, is that blockchain gaming industry itself has been shifting away from pure hype and speculation towards better gameplay. What took so long, right? Stronger business models and long-term viability. That's where they should have started. Coverage of the Blockchain Game Alliance 2025 states that the industry report described a move away from token price-driven growth towards a product quality, sustainability model, UX simplification, and rebuilding trust with traditional players. If they would have started there, well, they wouldn't have had to rebuild trust. They would have had trust, right? So there's that. And before I talk too long, let's talk about this chart that's right here next to me. We saw the shoulder, head, and shoulder, right? And we put a measure move on it, and it hasn't quite hit that measure move yet. And then it started making all of these bearish continuation patterns. They look better on the 1 hour. Let's shift over to the 1 hour. And has it finally found a bottom? That becomes the question. This one's starting to really get elongated. Guess you could say it's like an inverted head and shoulder here. But the real question becomes when the 1 hour 200 interacts with price action, what will happen then? Probably something with some explosive action one way or the other. Do like keeping everything on the radar for the 4 hour chart. See what Lab's doing, because Lab's just been crushing it. I don't know. Nobody can stop this thing. Lab is at $20.30. It reminds me of Venice token like a month ago. It did have a high of $28. So are we going for an all new time high? Are we getting a cup? Getting that cup and then maybe a handle. I don't know. Lab's one to watch. And it did this thing multiple times. Like, it dipped down to $6 and then ran all the way back to $20. It dipped down to $8 and then ran all the way immediately, like, back to $15. And then it dipped again down to $6.30 and ran all the way back up to $18.50. Then it dipped again down to $10. And this thing has been like a trader's paradise right here. Hopefully somebody caught some of it. I know Reliable J probably did. Says, oh man, Venice, I faded that one. LOL, I remember it. What do you mean you faded that one? Like you missed it? Melissa says, no, GTA 6, I'm not paying $80 for digital and $100 paywall. That, yeah, EA Bull move there. Yep, they sure did. I would never have thought that Rockstar would do something like this. I am heartbroken. Honestly, I don't really know anything about it. I always wait for things to come out, and then I come and check them out much later because they're always a little bit cheaper. You can catch them on a sale, the hype, the bugs, whatever it is. Also, I do not have a PlayStation 5, so there's that. Without the PlayStation 5, I don't know if it's even worth trying. I don't even think you can run GTA 6 on a PS4 at this point. It's just too far ahead of where the technology was for the PS4. Anyways, it is gaming, so it's highly relevant. Let's talk about these crypto bubbles. Let's toggle our 1 through 1,000. Our biggest winner of the day. Looks like, 5 to 600, 2.3%. 100 to 200 is 1.7. So there's a little bit of recovery on a Friday. It's very interesting. Yeah, it's when you see a coin cheap and you don't buy and then it pumps hard. Ah, okay. Well, I've done that a lot. Sometimes I worry about my wallet transfer. Yeah. You could definitely get stressed out about those kind of things. I have an Xbox. Okay. So, Melissa, you got it for Xbox. So then I take it GTA 6 is, cross-platform. I saw a lot of people making memes that you're not going to be able to play it on the computer. We'll see how long that lasts, right? So in our top 1 to 100 category here, Lab is up 14.5%. Aave up 14.8%. There was some bullish FUD about Aave and a bank who thinks it's going to 3,500 by 2030. It's very interesting that they picked Aave to do that story on. When Aave is this big, it's got a lot of money in it, and then it had some problems, and then so it seems like they were trying to lift Aave back up. That's what it seems like. Who knows if they actually believe what they're saying, or if this is just a positive news story to do something to move the price action, as I believe it probably is. Injective, 14%. Jito moves 16.8%. Where's Camsta? He loves this project. Beat up 19.1%. Pump.fun up 10.2%. Is it time for meme coins on Solana again yet? Let's check out this meme core. Where's it at right now? Ooh, 72 cents. I guess meme core is done. I don't actually know. We'll see. It'll be like Lab. It'll pump back up and everybody will be like, oh, I should have bought it. Well, right now they're saying it's junk. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. And Velvet's up 39.4%. Sky AI up 26.8%. XCN up 14.9%, KDO up 15%. Yes, we got a lot to get into today. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a rather long stream, so I'm trying to run through these relatively quickly. Big loser here in your 100 to 200 is IP or Story, and it had a nice pump. like yesterday. Yeah, look at that. It pumped to 41 cents and just gave it all back. Let's drop down another 100. That was your top. Oh, that was your second top category of the day. Says, I'm now bullish. I made some good gains on some hidden gems like Ignis and Money. Did I catch Ignis? No, I did not. If only you were here to tell us, and we could have rode that wave with you. Magma on the SWE ecosystem, 21.4% to the upside. This internet cloud network token, it's up 19%. Looks like it was up higher, up to 25 cents. The 01 decentralized exchange, it had its run. I think it had a run. I don't know. It might have done, well, it dipped and then it had a little bit of a pump and then it just dipped again. I don't think this thing is anything, to be honest with you, but who knows? Who knows? Neither did I think mini coins were going to do much, and they did. Those are pretty much your big winners there. Let's run over to the Coin Gecko. But before we get too ahead of ourselves, we got to celebrate the Prime Minister coming back. Was it the Prime Minister who gave me this game? I'm pretty sure it was. Panzer Dogs. He says, my bad, UG. Hey, it's okay. We all forgive you. Yeah, let us know any gems. We love hidden gems. It's great. I love that. Yeah, we do. We love those hidden gems. I don't know. The other day, we look at some pretty interesting things here, and you never know when we're going to look at them. We were on Blockworks, and I saw that Mega ETH actually in revenue was doing really well. It was very weird. Like, it's made more money in revenue than Monad in a much shorter period of time. This no connection to server thing is driving me nuts. I don't know why it's saying that when the game is obviously running just fine, but I can't see my opponent when I'm trying to shoot at him. You got to be able to see the op when you're shooting at the ops, okay? It's rule number 1 of shooting at your ops. So basically, I don't remember what I was saying. That's what I'm saying. Oh, yeah. Duh. Mega ETH making more revenue than Monad. Like, that's got to matter for something. Money talks, right? Can we all agree that money talks here? They say the BS, it walks, and the money talks. And all I can say is Mega ETH is actually making more money than Monad. 4 times more money, by the way, not just a little bit this year. And Monad's been out way longer, as far as I know. So it's very curious. Apparently, they're not sharing whatever money they make with the people who hold their coin. They're not doing buybacks and stuff, I guess. I feel like I am running this entire team right now. I'm not sure what's going on. I must be playing with a bunch of bots. Very curious as to why nobody else is doing any real damage. Come on. All right, there we go. Chris Goss in the house, 333. My fellow lifer, givers gain. What else we got? Melissa says she's got a bag of Monad. Definitely you too, Melissa. Tell me. Yeah, Underground, sadly, Panzer Dog's team is done. Yes, we are aware of this. SWE had a blockchain issue too. So many people are bearish on SWE at the moment. It's true. We actually dug into movement and SWE and how it's built on a different principle, right? It's built with the move language. It's more focused on objects. I just play this one because it is genuinely kind of fun. We throw it in every once in a while, but we're not heavily focused on that game. We still got the Fogo fishing running. I got like a little over 2 million coins here. Hopefully one day that'll do well. I saw Fogo was pumping a little bit today. Let's do our price rundown before we get anything. We have some new games and things to check out. Shout out to anybody who's here. Smash that like button for me. I would greatly appreciate it. Right now, Bitcoin is $59,972. And the overall market cap, 2.15 trillion, up 0.6%. Sad to say that number and then also say it's up in the same sentence. It's kind of sad. I am going to start our goal here for our super chats. Can we do it? I don't know. We're going to find out. But we can't do it if I don't even start the goal, right? You miss all the shots that you don't take. That's what they say. That's what they say. All right, so let's run this price down. We talked about Bitcoin. It is 59,000. We might as well refresh this. I know it doesn't make a huge difference, but I like to be on point here. $59,968, down 5.6% in the last 7 days. Ethereum, $1,574, down 7.7% in the last 7 days. Too many sevens there. BNB, $566. XRP, $1.05, also down 7.7% in the last 7 days. Solana, $71.75, actually up 3.4%. Very interesting. Hyperliquid, $63.60, 8.9%. And yesterday when we were looking at this, I guess I should just bring it up other than referencing it like over and over. This is Blockworks. I like it for a lot of data and stuff like that. I sure do. But what I like is one of the big things that you see here immediately when you come to dashboard is network revenue. And again, just simply speaking, knowing where the money flows. Do they not always tell you to follow the money? You're not here to like follow the money all the time. Well, here you can literally kind of look at the money and follow it. So there's that. It's interesting. BNB chain had a day on the 22nd where they made 1.2 million. You don't see them make, it's like double what they normally make and then some. Anyways, you could look at this chart and you could hover over the day and you could say Tron made the most money on the 25th, which was yesterday. And Hyperliquid only made 212,000. I noticed Hyperliquid kind of falling in revenue, but if you come down here where you can make it a little simpler to look at, in the last 7 days, actually Hyperliquid's down 24. I like to come down here. Let's go to like a good 30 days, right? And you'll see the difference. Hyperliquid's made $56 million in revenue in chain, right? Fees and whatever else, but mostly chain fees. Tron, 27.6 million. Big difference between the number one. And we got to toggle this because it'll mess you up. They're not always in order. But if we come down, you'll see things like Monad made 143,000. Mega ETH only made 51. But if you go toggle on the year, and then we look at it, and then we have to put them back in order, whatever that's about. Mega ETH actually made 3.8 million, and Monad made 1.1. So considerably more. Next would have been Sui. And if we get back to the top in the year, Hyperliquid's made $771.4, if that matters, $million, compared to the second best, Solana, $461.8 million. So you can see the drastic difference. Tron coming in fourth, Ethereum only 385, but I feel like this is good data to look at. So we're going to continue to kind of look at these things. I find it very interesting. One thing that I noticed is that over, Hyperliquid's number one most of the time. And yesterday it was not. It was way down the list, but it's been number one all the rest of the time. Anyways, got off in the weeds a little bit on that. But I get excited about the data sometimes. What can I say? Dogecoin, 7.5 cents. Zcash, $420. Lab, $20.47. 60% in the last 7 days. XMR, $318. Stella XLM, 17.5 cents. Canton Network, 15 cents. Cardano, a whopping high 14 cents. Chainlink, $7.34. Gram, which we used to call Toncoin, $1.55. Litecoin, $41.79. HBAR, 7 cents. Avalanche, $6.57. And Sweet, 69 cents. And I was talking the other day, I was saying, you know, there's gems out there, and of course I'd like to buy a little bit of this and a little bit of that, but what I'm most excited about right now, mostly because I still hold quite a bit from the last market, is buying some of these things like Ethereum cheap, right? Can I get Ethereum at $1,200? Are we gonna see like a bottom of the bear market $1,200 Ethereum? That would be kind of awesome. BNB, am I gonna be able to get BNB at like $450 or $400? That would be amazing. XRP, like I said, I already own a bag of XRP. I don't really want to add to that. But Hyperliquid, can we get Hyperliquid for like $45? You know, we got to start thinking bottom of the bear market might not be so bad if you start stacking a little bit of capital to grab some of this stuff up. Let's take a look at what's trending over on the CoinGecko. Yeah, this is the best time to shop for coins while things are calm. I don't know how many times you have to say it. Yes, it's calm and this, that, and the other, but it's also it's now is closer to the bottom of the bear market than a year ago was, and it's probably closer to the bottom of the bear market than 6 months from now will be. So the logical thing to me is to start building spot bags. That's where I'm at. I want to build some spot bags with it. And I'm excited to do so because in my experience, those spot bags that I bought in bear market bottoms or close to bottoms, I don't try to catch perfect bottoms. I don't even worry about that stuff. I just try to buy as much around it, and then it goes down a little bit more. I don't get, like, if I buy something and it drops another 20-30%, I just buy more if I believe in the project. I think I'm getting even more at an even better deal. So keep that in mind. I'll definitely be looking for gems and stuff, but like that's where my mind's at. And I don't try to buy the perfect bottom. I stair step in, stair step out, right? So what's trending here? Pudgy Penguins, Bitcoin, Hyperliquid, Aave, Cap, which I'm not sure what that is. Looks new. No 7-day number here. We got WorldCoin, Lab, XRP, Lighter, Adventure Gold. I don't know what that is. Or Loot. We're going to have to check that out. Chainlink, Plasma, Solstice, Injective, and Data Network. We don't usually have many new coins to check out here, so let's go for it. He says, facts, bro. I agree. Well said. I appreciate that. I'm glad that we are on the same mind state. Birds of a feather flock together, so they say. Cap, let's check this thing out. This is your channel for staying on all kinds of coins. We've actually, Prime Minister, I think we've changed the show quite a bit. We still have everything that you're probably used to, but we've added things. Of course, it's DeFi Friday, so it's going to look a little different, but I think you'll like a lot of the stuff that we're doing nowadays as far as new coins and stuff like that we're looking at. All right, so this is Cap. It's got 46.7 in its market cap, and that's 46.7 million. On the max chart, it says it came out today. I pretty much expected that. 10 billion in the max supply, which is a lot, but is better than infinite, right? We saw some projects the other day that all had infinite max supplies. So 1.5 billion in the circulating. That's all you really need to know right now is the circulating supply divided by market cap gives you price per unit, price per asset, right? That's tokenomics 101 for you. Cool, bro. Glad to be back. Hey, we're glad to have you. Absolutely. I love all my undergrounders, and I do miss people when they kind of check out and I don't see them for a while. I do wonder where you are. Ethereum, BNB Smart Chain. That's the perks of being a small little crypto family. You know what I mean? We really do notice when people aren't here. Lending, borrowing protocols, decentralized finance, like Camsta. Where the heck is Camsta? I'm hyped tonight. I don't know why, but I am not going to apologize for it. Really, it says DeFi, lending and borrowing. Let's go look. Cap app. Ooh, yeah, they say this looks a little suspicious. You probably shouldn't go to this. I'll trust it for now. If it remains relevant and it's around for a while, I'll definitely go to their website and stuff. But when it's brand new like that, I do get a little sketched out. You got to be careful. Got to be careful. Because remember, they can get into your networks more than just your computers, right? Adventure Gold. Is this going to be a game? I hope it's a game. Lootproject.com. No categories, just this DWF Labs portfolio. Let's see, can we go to this one? Loot is a randomized adventurer gear generated and stored on chain. Stats, images, and other functionality are intentionally omitted for others to interpret. Feel free to use loot in the way you want. Now, we know what loot go is, but this is different. This says connect to Lootverse. Start here. Get a bag. 8,000 bags full of loot discovered by adventurers. Where did they come from? Where did they go? Oh, wait. What stories do they hold? Collect a bag, learn its story, and begin your adventure. Very vague. Very, 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 very vague. Trade on Loot Exchange. Trade on OpenSea. So we got some NFTs. Synthetic loot. More loot. Genesis loot. 0.25 Ethereum. Wow. They are slapping some necks, if you know what I mean. What is going on? Slapping the back of your head. 0.25 Ethereum for a project I never heard of. Are they just words? They're just NFTs with words? Get out of here. I mean, don't get me wrong. This one's not expensive. It just says Katana, Divine Robe of Fury. Is there like... At first I thought maybe like they just weren't loading right. But these are straight up black background, white lettering, random names of items that you would find in a game. I'm so confused. Let's run it high to low. Nah, that really is all that it is. You got somebody in here really hoping they're getting 69 ETH for that. It's pretty crazy. Let's take a look at it. Is it even great? Fate Root. I mean, there better be like a game that you can plug these into. Otherwise, like, what are we talking about? The only thing I'm mad at is that I didn't come up with this idea. That's the only thing I'm upset about. Bro, it's just a black background with names. Is there a game? It's interesting. But at the same time, it's kind of like, what are we talking about here? Banner for adventurers is a society. Politic layer for loot, cryptic caverns, on-chain dungeon maps that provide a sense of place for the loot lover. Okay, can we click on that? Is that a real thing? Trade on OS. OpenSea. Okay. Hall of Despair. This very crappy pixelated picture. Is something wrong with me? Am I not appreciating this for like what it's supposed to be? Am I the only one here? Yeah, Prime Minister, that's 69 ETH. That was just somebody who threw that up. None of the other ones were listed for that. It was just like the one lone soldier thought he might get 69. And I hope he gets it, to be honest with you. I'm always rooting for people. Like, I hope he gets 69 ETH out of somebody unfortunately dumb enough to pay 69 ETH for, words typed on a black background. I mean, come on now. If you can pay 69 ETH for something like that, you don't need it. You don't need the 69 ETH. You should give it to somebody else. And of course, this is OpenSea, so I mean, these are NFTs. They have these like strange wannabe maps that look like they belong on a Game Boy, the original, right? These look like they belong on Game Boy original when you brought up your map in a game, and it would look like this for real. It would really look like this. I don't want to overspend too much time on it. I'm just trying to figure out, like, is there a game, or are they legit just trying to hype you up with terribly pixelated pictures and also black backgrounds with names of what should be fancy items? Rift is a leveling infrastructure for loot. Okay, more loot, more Genesis adventures playing across the Lootverse. You will earn back. Okay, but where is the Lootverse? Like, where is that? actual game. Confused. Definitely clicked on X and was taken to relay link. I don't like that. When I click on X, I kind of expect to go there. They have an X and a Twitter, so maybe I'm the one who doesn't understand what X is. Do we have like some gameplay? Anybody else terribly confused? Camsta, welcome in. We were just talking about you. Is BTC due for some green or what? I mean, it's going sideways, which is better than dumping, I think. Unless it goes sideways and then starts dumping, then it doesn't matter much. Prime Minister says, I'm hopeful that it is. Slightly bullish daily, candle close. Maybe this is where we long. Like, not right this minute. Hey, highly encourage you to watch that Friday video by The Lifer and his market analysis. You know, this reminds me of that game we found over on Starknet. It's not the same thing, is it? I don't think so. There'd be pictures of like the actual picture, right? Loot Survivor. All right, now I'm getting curious. But I'm going to have to move on, like, at some point, right? Yeah, so this is Loot Survivor. Doesn't trust that link. For those who still haven't tried Loot Survivor, you can try fast. We played this game a bunch. I actually really like this game. And it works well with our theme here. But at the same time, I'm like trying to figure out, is this the same thing or not? Let's go back to CoinGecko. We got to this from Adventure Gold. Is this the currency of it? It was on the Starknet. I remember that we were playing it. We're gonna have to go back. You would think though, if this was just all built for Loot Survivor, that there would be like just like a link to Loot Survivor, mint a loot character. I don't think they're the same things. All right, this is one we'll have to deep dive a little bit more here. Okay, it just pulls you back. All right. Moving on. We have too many things to cover. But wait, Sailor is still buying, even though he is in a net loss. That speaks volumes. Oh yeah, the Lifer update, gotta watch it. Yeah, his Friday update's really good. Was showing my son FIFA on the Switch with all the World Cup hype. Hey, that makes sense. Canada not even in there. Scam. Hey, I don't know. Maybe Canada doesn't really have a good soccer team. I don't really follow soccer as far as like, you know, the sports teams. My son played some soccer, but that was about as much soccer as I ever watched. Hey, Underground, check out Ronin. They went back to ETH as an L2. I believe I did catch that. We have been playing a few games with Ronin wallet integration for sure. So that was Adventure Gold. Loot. It's weird. It's like it's Adventure Gold, but it's actually loot, but it's actually Loot Survivor. It's very weird. What were the tokenomics on this? I want to check this out because it was pumping really hard. 96 million. Okay, that's pretty low. This thing is old too. Hold up. Not a new token. September 4th, 2021. I am a little all over the place. I'm trying to figure out what the heck is going on. Adventure Gold is an open source in-game currency for loot NFT holders. Upgrade and change the loot ecosystem with Adventure Gold. All right, I'm going to go look at some things with this a little later. Hopefully somebody reminds me. Data Network. 110.9 million in market cap for Data Network. We have this datafdn.org AI layer 1 made in US Binance Alpha Spotlight IP smart contracts. You get the gist here. Let's take a look at it. The Data Foundation, or so they say. Check out the website. The Data Foundation is the world's largest AI data network. Billions of humans contributed. Records now have tamper-proof provenance trail, trust by the world's leading AI companies, governments, and research institutions. Okay. Why would it need to be a crypto, though? Every record contributed by a human as a verifiable receipt, preserving all metadata while maintaining users' complete privacy. We might not need all the metadata from everybody, okay? That might be more than we really need. Registration. Streaming receipts live. I mean, it's interesting. It's definitely for AI. It's definitely data here. Powering the world's largest opt-in data markets. Source data at scale. I mean, if you're building something, you're a developer, or you're running AI, I mean, it could make a lot of sense. What was their market cap? They have an infinite max supply. I don't like that. They only had 110.9 for the largest data network in the world. Seems a little undervalued, don't you think? And let's take a look at that Fear and Greed Index. Let's refresh this, make sure it is as recent as possible. Yeah, it's because Strek has investors who are deep in the red. Okay, you mean strategy because of BTC, but I'm certain Sailor's going to come out of this. Yeah, it's very interesting. Oh, okay. I misstarted the conversation. Apparently, yeah, strategy. Talk about strategy. STRC, is that their ticker? I don't do the stonks, or so X would have you believe. Yeah, it does seem like a Fed campaign. I do hear that a lot of people saying like some of the big dogs might be trying to drag, Michael Saylor into the ground, and so that's a big part of the price hold down. But that's just narrative, and that's just news. To me, where we are makes perfect sense in the 4-year cycle. Hate it or love it. Let me open up Discord. There was quite a few games that I wanted to look at. One thing that I'm still messing with is this roller coin. I find really interesting as I open it up in the background is this roller coin game just gives you like a bunch of random crypto. I can get some XRP. Oh, I don't have any Algorand yet. A little bit of Tron, a little bit of Doge, a little bit of Bitcoin. Apparently it's like 75 cents or something. A little bit of Polygon. A little bit of Tether. I got 12 cents in Tether. I don't really play it all that much. Give Solana and Floki, a wrapped Floki, right? Wrapped Pepe and Shiba, Litecoin. It's really interesting, and you could push it pretty hard and do more than I do. I just play a couple little matches a day to keep a positive mine rate. They're real simple games. Don't exactly know how you actually earn anything. According to the person who told me about this, said that they did withdraw BTC from it and they actually got the Bitcoin and stuff. So there's somebody that I trust highly, and so I believe him. If he says that he got crypto out of it, then I believe he got crypto out of it. So I just keep messing with it. I just think it's interesting. There's a lot of different things you can do with the seasons, and apparently this thing's been around for a long time. So it's not like a game like you would play for a long time, but you just like hop on, play one of these quick rounds of a game 2-3 times a day. Really, one time a day is all you need. It literally takes like 30 seconds. Keep a positive hash rate, and then you earn a little bit of crypto over time. It's more than you can honestly say for a lot of other games, right? And that's it, bang. And you can see the hash rate up here. And when it's green, then it's positive. I was just breaking that down real quick while I opened up Discord. Oh, I see. It's asking if the stream was frozen. No, it is not frozen. Somebody posted. Oh, it was Melissa in the Wind channel. Let's go to DeFi Games in the Discord. If you're not familiar, we have a link to the Discord in the chat. And let's see how many games we've missed from Melissa, right? And thank you, Melissa, for always posting all these games. I really, really appreciate it. He is game on base. Defense of Agents. Yeah, we might come back to that one. Is it crypto? All right. Here's the first one I'll look at. This Continuum World. I don't know a ton about it. Could go over to their X real quick. Take a look at it. 69,000 followers. We got the official link, but we already have it open. New season, 5 rewards. This week we're showing the game Glacier decals, frozen fossil style ground decorations that make your land feel more like they're preserving a piece of ancient history. That's cool and all. Can you earn crypto? Decorations are cool, but there has to be like an actual game. Own your own land, so they have NFTs and stuff. Let's see what the heck is going on here. Okay, where are we at? Well, extreme fear, this is buying season. Prime Minister says, oh man, roller coin. Says it was good if you got it years ago. I stopped playing it. It is not profitable. Whoa. That is very loud. Sorry about that. He says, stop playing, it's not profitable at all. Just some advice, UG, don't put a single penny in it. Oh, I've never bought, Prime Minister, just for the record. I've never bought anything in roller coin. Just somebody showed it to us the other day, and you know, on a deep dive Gaming Friday, I had to check it out and see what it was about. So it's interesting. You can withdraw, but the minimum is so high now. I was an early adopter of Rollcoin. Okay. It's just not worth it anymore to invest in. See, I never invested in it. I just was spinning the little free game. Take, I don't even know, 45 seconds a day on it. And I don't know. It says I got like 70, 80 cents in some BTC and stuff. I figured I'd have never looked at the minimum. I took my buddy's word for it, who said that he withdrew BTC from it. I did trust his word and still do. Not sure if you guys can hear that music coming from my speakers over here. I have no idea what I'm doing or what is even going on. Is that a taco? No, it looks like a mushroom. Do I have to like pick a place? This looks like paint splattered. Oh, we could zoom way in. Wow, these are all just places, huh? I guess I'm gonna start over here. I don't even know what's going on. Can I have this one? I think I want to play this. I have no idea. You must be logged in to do this. How do I log in? What chain is this on? All right, the music, a little repetitive for me. Says, no, I haven't played it yet. Free NFT game it is. And Prime Minister says, yeah, it's legit. It just changed. I just like knowing about everything at this point. I don't really know. I know that I won't invest or put any money into it. I'll tell you that much. I would like to know, does this thing have a coin? Come on, why won't it like just let me copy just what I want to copy? So it's is the ticker. It's crazy cheap, 3,000. I was a little more wondering how long this thing had been around. From 2021. Whoa. Stuff like that makes me question it a lot because, like, this thing's been around since 2021. What is the point of it at this point? Do they still have a vibrant community? Here, let's do this. Give me a breakdown of this crypto project. I see that it's been around since like 2021. Is it dead? Are they still developing? Do they have a vibrant community? All right, we'll let that cook for a minute. I just want to know before I spend a ton of time like actually doing anything with this, because I've seen many of these games come and go, like many of them. So here's the marketplace. That was the map we were on. Yumi. Is that the little character? Oh, that's like your character. And of course, shop. Stuff better be real cheap. $25.99. That's not cheap. $8.99 crafter pack. Oof, where's the return though? A Yumi box bronze, Yumi silver, Yumi gold. Very interesting. This thing is still cooking. I do have it on like the highest thing. Continuum World is not dead. As a game project, it does look very weak as an investable crypto ecosystem. Yeah, I will not be investing. They are still posting official updates. Their Medium shows fresh posts, including Season 5. Trying to go through it fast. Are they still developing? Yes, but slowly. In January 2026, the team said Season 4 would not add major gameplay features because most effort was going towards the next big milestone for citizens. I had to drink this drink. Birddom, Central Haven. They showed eggs to Birddom. That's always a bad sign, those eggs, right? Reminds me of Zoo Token. Progress. That sounds real development, but not fast-moving, explosive development. Vibrant community? No. Alive, but not vibrant. Public numbers show, yeah. So this seems like there might be other stuff out there. Biggest red flag, the token looks basically dead, liquidity. CoinGecko shows around this price here, which I'm not going to bother to try to read. Fully diluted values like 3.2K. That's fully diluted value. It's usually way higher. It says it's still developing. It's one that you could probably keep an eye on, but probably not something you want to get in here and invest in, which I think is crazy because if this game is where they say that this game is, that shouldn't be $25.99. That should be $2.99, right? They should be trying to get anybody to play and put some money into it. Worth checking out. Something I would probably come back to at another time. But hey, here's Chainers. I do like Chainers. Chainers is at least kind of new and popping. We're earning some BNB. Let's see, I've earned this much BNB so far. 0.004 BNB. I guess it'll be worth double when we go back to $1,000, right? And you in most games you get like a farm. This is like a gamified equivalent, which is cool because most of them say gamified and it's not. It's just a yield farm, and it's definitely not gamified. If anything, it's probably a Ponzi scheme because as soon as the attention and the new people stop running in, they disappear. I've seen games on Binance, Smart Chain that had 12,000 APY. And then 2 weeks later, they were gone. They weren't even paying for the web address. Were they rug pulls, or did they just promise way too much and give too much away? I have no idea because I did not put my money in something with a 1,200 APY. But anyways, just chainers.io. We will check out some other things. That first game was interesting. but I probably want to scan through a few games before I decide to really put some time into one. And the next one that we have up is, I'm really hoping going to be a banger because it looks really cool. I know my son would like the game. It is like a crypto version of Minecraft, which I think is highly interesting. I do kind of play chainers on the stream at the end of the stream every day just to keep up with it. So I figured, hey, let's just do it real quick while we're bouncing in between stuff. And a lot of people would say DeFi gaming is dead. Why bother? But it's a crypto show and it's Friday. We got to do something a little bit more fun than the average raising your crypto IQ. That pays its dividends, but you know, is it always as fun as playing a game? Probably not. If we had that logic, we would never go to work. Unless your work was playing games. Which some people play a lot of games at work. And that's a different story. Just got to get that quick 1,000, get my free item for the farm. And then we will move right along to that crypto version of Minecraft, which I'm hopeful for. I haven't actually clicked on it. I haven't checked it out. You don't find a lot of DeFi gaming enthusiasts. That's why it's really nice that Melissa deep dives and puts some of those games in there for me. It's a big help. It definitely always gives me a place to start on a DeFi Friday. And of course, like everything kind of in development, just kind of like we talked about at the beginning of the intro of the stream, that, you know, apparently they decided to move away from all the hype and tokens and actually build a game that people want to play. I don't really know why that wasn't their first thought, but hey, I'm glad that they came to that conclusion at this point. It is hard for me to read the chat, so I'll be reading the chat in like a minute or two. I feel like this game is just supposed to be like friendly for all ages, you know? Because like I would like to fight something other than traffic cones. All right, we made it to 1,000. Just crash out. Let them take us out here. Get our free item, and we'll move on to the next thing. Prime Minister's house chainers. I like chainers. I've never tried to withdraw from chainers, so I don't know about that. They gave us this crazy one-time deal, and I know it's marketing and stuff, no big deal. But I did drop $10 at one point. Sometimes when it seems worth it, and we went, what, 3 months without putting any money in it. I wasn't going to put any money in it, but I really needed the upgrades, and it was only like $10. And I got like, they tell you it's like $200, $300 worth of stuff. It was a good value compared to what they sell stuff for in the shop. I'm not trying to get all excited about spending money on the game, but it definitely did help out the farm, which for $10, that's as far as I'll go. I mean, I spent probably $25 on Fogo, right? Leveling my character up to level 29, buying the $5 NFT, the boat, to actually play the game. So sometimes I feel like if it's affordable, I can spend the money up front so that other people don't necessarily have to. I think is an idea that's worth doing for the community. All right, let's take a look at this. We have Unreal Craft. Minecraft cloned and built on Solana by Dev, Epstein Peace, and UAP. Oh, yeah, contract address. Okay. What exactly is going on here? Working on P2E functions, arcade casino front end. I mean, I have no idea what's going on and where they are with this, but this could be like one of those games that actually make it somewhere. Is this real gameplay, or is this just a texture pack from like actual Minecraft, right? That's the problem with the gameplay here. The gameplay problem here is that, like, they could just take, like, really polished looking videos with some crazy texture packs or something like that from actual Minecraft, and they could just put it and then act like this is, you know, Unreal Craft, right? And we don't really know until we deep dive. So I really did want to spend a minute on this. The update white paper in P2E is canceled. What does that even mean? Higher volume. Last 2 days, coins higher high came after the stream and spaces ended during higher volume. Think 5, 6, or 7 a.m. Okay, they're just changing the time. My problem is like, is there a game? This is where we always wind up. Like, is there an actual game? And where do we get it? Number one, trending on pump.fun. Yeah. That's great and all for, like, pump.fun. You know what I mean? That's cool. But, like, where's the actual game? Trying to figure out where I want to go from here. I was excited about deep dive in this one. If they were just cloning Minecraft, I thought they would have like something playable. 'Cause that seems like it's rather easy to do. The game's been out for over 10 years, right? Yeah, back in the day, B&B had a ton of these type of games. I'm probably gonna, yeah, exactly. Tired out today. Got done cooking some burritos. Burritos sound good, that's for sure. Prime Minister says, "Oh no, Doji. That guy is a rugger. Don't buy his tokens." Oh, I won't. UG, just avoid this one. I know this dev. He's bad. It's a scam. He bundles all his launches and farms to zero. I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that at all. I was looking, but last time I checked, there was a game. Says, sorry, messed up. Sorry, man. Hey, don't be sorry. No worries. You just put stuff on the radar. We deep dive it, Melissa. You don't got to worry about that. I wasn't going to run off and buy this coin, that's for sure. I mean, I would have looked to see if there was a game or somewhere you could play something, right? Thing is, if Doji is a known scammer or whatever, why in the world would he be on here like posting as him if people already know him? I guess he's just looking for a bunch of suckers. I mean, I don't doubt that. What in the world? Oh, that's the community. I was like, why would that be suggested on my Twitter? They did have something playable. I only post games, not coins. Hey, no worries. One thing that is playable is Sunflower Land, which I have a feeling Prime Minister's probably heard of, as this game seems to be OG. What I like about it is they still have, you know, calls. They still have a vibrant Discord community. Like, they actually have a community. It is still, like, and I like that it doesn't demand a lot of my time, right? Because I don't have a lot of time to give games. That's just the facts. That's why games like this resonate with me a little bit, is because I don't have a ton of time to give to constant play, like playing Call of Duty or playing Grand Theft Auto or just any of the games you would normally hear about, Modern Warfare. I have no time for that. I'd get to play like, I don't know, an hour a week, maybe, not even every week. And so you get my point here. It just wouldn't be worth me even entertaining or definitely buying anything in the store or in the game or any of that kind of stuff. So I like a game that's a little more simple. And then again, all of those games that I just mentioned, they don't have any earning potential. At least this game actually has some earning potential. You can go right here, marketplace. You can see the high-end items, right? and you can just look at them. They go for quite a bit of money. I mean, even this emerald turtle that goes for like $729, not 729 flower, which is the token here. $729. And then you can go here and you can scroll down and you could see this person right here just purchased a golden sheep for 10,799 flower. Like, you can see people actually purchasing big purchases. 10,079, like that's just a little bit under this. Wow, that thing that the turtle we were just talking about, I think it already sold. I think it just sold. I don't know. But anyways, you can see that 10,700 coins was probably about $700, $750. So I like that. Now, what does it take to get into those upper echelons, you know, and actually get those? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out here. But the game doesn't require a lot. Vibrant community. There's a lot of things you can run around and do. I'm cool with that. It's my kind of game at this point. Now, would I love to sit down and stack hours in a much more vibrant game? Age of Empire or something, maybe. No, you didn't do nothing wrong. Absolutely. And look at that. Prime Minister back on the stream, already giving us sauce. One thing I've always noticed is that you're big on a lot of the games and stuff, and I like that. Very helpful. I'm a top caller on Pump Fun. I got 640 followers. I know this dev very well. That's awesome, Prime Minister. You should let us know your calls in real time. Is that possible? Can you just like put them in the main hangout? Because, you know, I'll start by throwing a couple bucks into them. And then if they rip, I'm going to take that money out. And then I'll just keep rinsing and repeating. Hopefully we can get something rolling here. Yeah, just avoid it for your own good. Yeah, I will. And you know what's funny is when you say doji, I feel like I've heard people talk about that dev. I could be totally mixing something else up, but I really do feel like I've heard people say bad things about that. They did have something playable. Yep, we read that last time it was played. Posted in the links. Did nothing wrong. Yeah, don't worry about it, Melissa. No big deal. It's okay. That's how these guys operate. They make it look good. Wolves in sheep clothing. I just feel bad when you get scammed, even if it's a game. Of course. But hey, we didn't buy the token, we didn't do anything, so no worries. Yeah, played Sunflower. They still survive in 2. When they first came out, they broke Polygon Chain from the traffic. Now they're on Ronin, which is a good sign, right? It's okay, I didn't get scammed. I know who he is. Maybe it was Farmtown that had the game. Maybe. And we're going to check on some of those other games as well. Yeah, definitely. Are you on FOMO? You probably did hear it. Yeah, Neighbor Alice is a game I remember that uses Alice token. We tried to check that out. We tried to check that out. He's all over X. He's rugged so many coins, bro. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. I've definitely heard the name before. No mistaken. Anyways, I need to get some money up because I need to chop these trees down. I'm trying to build a chicken coop, all right? That's been my my thing here. It's so funny. I've been trying to figure out how to build it. Like, they changed it. I used to click on the little building hammer, and then there was another building hammer over here, and they took it away. And I just figured out how to do it. It's very interesting. Anyways, I need to plant something here. Let's get some things cooking. And then let's max out on some axes. Chop down some trees. I like when they give me double. That's helpful. And let's see how far away we are from building this chicken coop. I've been trying to stack up the mats to buy this chicken coop for like a week. So we do need wood. That's going to be a problematic. But right now we need to see if maybe we could get 3 iron, which is not going to happen because I only have 1 iron available. But I could at least get the axes, right? Stone pickaxe, iron pickaxe, used to go mine. So we need these. I had enough to get 1. Which is fine because I only had 1. So as we go back, yeah, we need 2 more iron and then we're going to need some wood. Which means we're going to need at least another 10 axes for sure. And there goes all the money. The loop with the money and stuff, it's good because you don't just like stack up way too much money and then have like nothing to spend it on. Makes you really kind of think through your resources a little bit. I also like that it has all kinds of different lands, has different things you can do. I wonder if we have enough money to buy some shovels. And this little digging game that they have kind of gives me some like MapleStory vibes, if you know what MapleStory is. Oh wait, that cost stone. I only bought one, but I got a bone. I don't know if that's good. I literally have no idea. I'm gonna talk to this guy. Extras. Ooh, no, I don't want to buy. Actually, okay, so that doesn't give you shovels or anything. It just gives you attempts. That's not worth it. Yeah, Melissa, and it's bad karma, plus you lose reputation. So eventually, no one buys your coin. Still lots of good devs out there. You just got to find them. Right. That does matter a lot, right? Oh, you can't get out of here? Petro, he's got the oil, I guess. So anyways, there's a bit of a map. You can run around. There's still things you got to unlock. I find it interesting. Apparently there's factions that you got to join. So where you can join the orcs. I don't know that I want to do that. I don't understand any of the dynamics yet, so I don't really think I want to do that. I think I already used my key. And I do like there's just quite a bit going on. There's a lot of real players. That makes you feel good. Let's hit the rewards. Do I have any? Ooh, 500 coins. 500 coins couldn't have came at a better time. Of course, they have like a premium rewards, which I have no idea what that cost. But, you know, we do go through a lot of games, and we look at a lot of things. Pretty happy with this one. So I'll continue to mess with it. Another one that I like, I'm not going to go to right now because of the fact that we have other things to check out. But another one that I really liked was, what was it called? I'm going to forget the name of it real quick. Is it like Zerg? The name just totally left me. Where is it at? It's here. I'll find it. Zverse. I don't know how Zverse left my mind, but it did. And again, smash that like button for me. I wasn't going to open it, but then when I completely forgot the name of it, well, then I had to. This game looks really cool. Prime Minister, have you played this at all? It's been out about 3 years. But in the last, like, 6 months, they really started, like, developing a lot more and going hard. We'll come back to that one later. Let me run into the Discord, grab the next game. Club Siren. For those who do VR chat. See, I've never done that, so we'll probably have to skip that one. Farmtown Online. What do we know about this one? First thing I'd like to see is a link to CoinGecko at the bottom or something. I guess we're going to Twitter. I like when they have a CoinGecko integration or something to show me they have like a token. Okay, here's a contract address. Got the Farmville kind of style. I never actually played Farmville, so I get the idea, but I never actually played the original game. Play to earn agricultural simulator. Kind of reminds me of what, so many things to keep straight. Big Token, they have a game called like Farm something. We used to play it all the time on here. My mind is totally going blank on the name of that project, but they just totally revamped. We'll have to take a look at them. Striker Heart says he is number one. Love that. Melissa's showing off those custom emojis. If you'd like custom emojis that I made with my own blood, sweat, and tears, mostly tiers, trying to figure out how to do it. Grab that membership. Membership gives you access to members-only live streams. It gives you access to, which are usually Monday through Thursday at the end of the streams, most of the time. You get access to those. I got big plans for them for sure, especially when we start getting the viewership up in, positive times in crypto. I won't say the bull market because I think it'll come before the bull market, but we got to get some positive movement, right? In the market in order for people to really care about crypto education. That is what it is. But anyways, yes, the members only is how you get those custom emojis and a few other perks, see videos before they come out, stuff like that. And for the record, that's how you support your boy for sure. It's $3. Am I worth $3? I don't know. Let the record speak. The farmers pool is now closed. All right, where's the actual game here? Let's not tease it anymore. Oh, I was already on their website. Gotta love that. All right, we just go straight into play. UG Farms. I mean, that's the only appropriate name. Soulflare integration coming soon. So pretty much all they have right now is Phantom. Which I know I have a Phantom wallet somewhere, but I don't know where. Now we gotta go get Phantom. I really don't want to do that. It's another thing with all the games and stuff. You gotta have your wallet set, and I have most wallets. I just don't have Phantom. I almost want to wait for this to get Soulflare, because then I could connect so easy. But then there's that, I want to miss out on some of the early play before everybody else comes running in. I'll have to set that up another time. I don't feel like spending a ton of time, but we'll look at their website real quick. Get more of a gist. There's 1,000 people online playing, 24,000. What is Farmtown? It's a cozy multiplayer farming game built directly for the browser. No download, no complicated setup. Just connect, start your farm, grow crops, expand land, complete order, build your way up the farm ranking. Can you actually earn though? Farmers Pool, MVP Live. Farmers Pool is Farmtown's competitive daily reward system. Farmers sacrifice eligible in-game process, gold, farm points, and earn levels to gain pool power. Your final farm share is based on your pool power compared with everyone else in that pool that day. So my takeaway is there's a pool and there's so much just getting given away every day, right? And so it's just divided by how many people are in the pool on a daily basis. And then probably also what you sacrificed and that kind of stuff gives you more pull on what's been given away. Star Power Premium Farming, $20 to $250. Very interesting. I don't know who's breaking out the dough for this, but you got to remember, some people have literally hundreds of millions of dollars. So they can throw money at the wall and they're not worried about it. Release the current Farmtown Alpha layer. Phase 1, Phase 2, version 2.0 and 2.3 introduced foundational game loops, including animals, pets, buildings. And that's where we are right now, live in testing. That's in progress. Phase 3, expand continent across every major loop. More items and upgrades, quests and jobs. Sounds like it could be pretty cool. I like that they keep it in browser. That's always nice because we don't want to download everything all the time. Melissa, have you started that one? All right. Here's another one. Harvest Hank. Pixel Farm Pump. This is interesting because I thought it was a Pokemon game. This was the Pokemon game that you had linked, right? Am I tripping? Oh no, I clicked on the wrong thing. The Poke Fight Arena had no link in it. So I guess I clicked on the next thing. A lot of farming games, I guess, is a new trend. Farming games, I think, are just simple, right? People know what to expect. I haven't started either. Work got in the way. Yeah, totally understand. There was this Harvest Hank, and then above it there was like Poke Fight Arena or something like that. Poke Fight on Soul. Oh, here we go. Never mind. You did give me a link. Here we are. Connect a wallet. Again, back to Phantom. Okay, everything built on Phantom, apparently. Just play. Let's go to offline. Let's just see what the games are. Right off the bat with the actual, like, Pokemon, that sketches me out. Because you know that the actual franchise Pokemon, they're not going to allow this to go anywhere. Right? I don't know. How could they allow it to go anywhere? They own all the IP rights for all of this stuff. They spelled Pokemon exact. Like, you could probably get away with it if you change the characters and you, like, just keep the idea, but it's not exactly. But, like, when you go exactly, that's a problem. I guess we'll hit a quick duel and see what the heck is going on. Oh, like, you literally have to fight. Okay. I have no idea what's going on. Also, am I Pikachu or what am I? I don't even think I was playing. Am I? Oh, I'm Magikarp, huh? So I have to beat Pikachu? I don't even understand. Yeah. Why would they start you as Magikarp and you gotta fight Pikachu? They have a 3D open world. I'm not gonna lie, I mess with this. Something I've said for a long time. And I mean, I haven't been big on Pokemon since I was probably like, I don't know, 9. But one thing that I've said is like, Pokemon Go and all of those games, they really dropped the ball on not having like a world that you could actually run around. These are training ranches. I'm very confused on what the heck is going on. I feel like I should have went with the 2D version of this. What the heck is even going on here? Shop, wardrobe. These are Hall of Fame legends. So do you? Oh, is that a Pokeball? Can I go pick that Pokeball up? I did pick up a Pokeball. Is that an apple? I mean, I'm seeing some potential here. I don't see how they don't get sued by Pokemon. And they come just shut it down, but I don't know. Hopefully they just take it from them and make it way better. Battle a wild Venusaur. Oh, and you really have to like battle. I do like the fighting dynamic. That's a cool idea for a Pokemon game. Oh snap. Somehow I'm like actually doing damage. Wow, this kind of feels like it's going to take forever. And he's doing a lot of damage to me, and I'm doing like no damage. Is he healing? How is he healing? What? How come he gets to heal? I don't get to heal? There's no way I'm catching anything. Oh, I ran right into that. Can't double jump? Why no double jump? I'm not gonna lie, I like the gameplay. I like the idea here. Now, of course, the classic question, can I win crypto? That's what we all want to know. Oh, he landed the kick and I did not, huh? Can I just keep punching him? I love how he just heals. Like, might as well just leave that. Oh my goodness, look at that guy. So where are the starter Pokemon? Because that didn't feel very starter Pokemon. And of course, when you're trying out some new games, like, it can be a little time extensive. You can always drop in the chat like, this is not it. Let's do something else. I would like to catch one Pokemon. Not that it matters because I am not connected. Oh, you can chop trees and stuff? Do I even get it? There's only 5 people online. 5 people online. That's not very many. They do have a live chat. I feel like they need some, like some regular Pokemon. I seen like Mew. Mew is not a regular Pokemon. I need like a Metapod. Let's see if I can even fight him or if he's also way too hard. Does he heal? I feel like we're getting a little bit of a lag. I feel like Metapod is like as useless as Magikarp is. Well, if anything, this is at least quite comical. And you know, there's bound to be gyms. When you're deep diving, you're gonna have gyms, and you're gonna have things that for whatever reason you're not really able to get into. I guess I need a phantom wallet. I have a phantom wallet somewhere, even though it's like a burner wallet and it's not really anything amazing. Oh wow, he got me with that. How come when I kick him it doesn't do anything? That's what I want to know. Like straight up, when I kick him, it does like nothing. And I don't mean no damage. I mean when I try to kick him, like it doesn't kick him. There we go. Finally. KO. Okay, we won 2. And I got 18 Pokeballs. But I didn't want 18 Pokeballs. I wanted the Pokemon. I mean, you can just straight up pick these up. I feel like the fight took way too long, though. Like, how do you just actually throw a Pokeball? What is this? Top trainers. 2D. Oh, 2D is... That's really bad. Yeah, 3D definitely way better. I just want to know how I throw a Pokeball. What's up with that? I don't know if it's lagging or if I just don't understand the timing here at all or what. Got him. So how do you actually catch something? I'm not understanding that. Oh, you can press S to block. I did not know that. So I guess I don't really need to move, huh? Blocking makes a lot of sense here. Okay, now I actually understand how to play the game. But all we won was Pokeballs. Like, that's not helpful. It's not helpful at all. Nintendo has infinite lawyer glitch. I'm sure they'll get them eventually. Yeah. I mean, the idea is actually really good, and Pokemon could learn a thing or two. But I just don't see them being able to survive here. It's almost like it has to be a pump and dump, you know what I'm saying? Because they got to get off of this thing and move on before somebody sues them, and they'll probably still come and sue them. Everything's sold. Very interesting. I'm assuming you buy stuff with the Pokeballs. That's kind of what I was hoping. But it doesn't look that way. There's that in-game currency. You can buy whole ranches. I don't know. You don't know how much time you really want to spend in stuff. There's 6 people online. I kind of find that crazy. Guess it's worth knowing about. We'll move on, though. I don't want to make that the entire stream, but it did look pretty cool. Like, the idea of being able to free roam and then have crypto integrated and stuff could be cool. But my main takeaway, of course, is that there's no way that they're going to allow that to stay. I'm going to get rid of Harvest Frank because it's too pixelated. It doesn't look like a very good game. Open up Moonverse for a minute. And Stregoheart's definitely right. They have infinite lawyers. And they could probably get a lawyer to come in and run those cases just as a shot to get into Nintendo as an actual lawyer. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll have people doing stuff for free just because of who they are, right? This looks like it's going to take a second to load here. So let's get us some more seeds and grow some more rhubarb. It can be overwhelming doing the entire farm at one time. That's why I just left a little section open. There we go. Claim a sunken chest. Now, have you ever played this game, Prime Minister? The Prime Minister of Japan. In the house, everybody. I really got to figure out how to get some other things cracking on here. Okay, we got one we can level up. Oh, I remember what I needed to do. They move some things around on me. I need to like move some exchange. Some VVV, but then you got to connect your wallet, log in, connect. That's my email for anybody who ever wants to message me. It's not a secret. Okay, wallet connected, deposit, mint. We have to click them one by one. Maybe I don't have very many left. Thought I had like 50,000 left, but maybe I have like 50 left. Yeah, it's not very many. Okay, that makes more sense. This coin for this project, especially last I looked, is so incredibly cheap that I've done like everything I've done with this game with like $5. And I've been playing it, spending tokens on leveling up. Like it's going out of style. And I don't even know if I think I spent like $450 really if you want to get technical. But they just keep upgrading this game, and I can't help to think that like because they just keep upgrading it, like when I first started playing there were no berries. You didn't have quite as many little characters around. There wasn't like the storyline. You didn't have as many dungeons. Like there just really was not as much stuff here. So that says like integration, you know, or development, not integration. Yeah, no one makes perfect calls. Of course. And like these are not calls, you know, Melissa's just putting in the Discord like stuff that she finds. That's why we have a game tab in there. So I wouldn't say she like made a call on any of these. This chapter is locked. Oh, deliver the second piece. Okay, I think I remember last time we tried to deliver the totem piece. Basically, if you don't know what's going on here, the storyline is there's these dungeons that just popped up, and the dungeons are decently fun for a crypto game, like decently fun. And the whole like leveling up your things like Pokemon, but they did it the right way. Like they didn't give you Pokemon, you know what I mean? Like they made their own characters. They came up with their own fighting game. Like they did their own thing, which is respectable. And so what I'm trying to say is then you're like looking in these dungeons for these totem pieces. This is all relatively new. Like they didn't have all this when I first started. And the gameplay is somewhat unique. The way that each characters have different things, like this move, that like he gets a shield. They get blocked for, I believe, 1 turn. He gets like a free hit, and then he pops up a shield. You can stack the shield. Like there's all kinds of cool stuff that you can do with your characters. And of course, you can have different characters. You don't have to use these characters. So, and it's very turn by turn. You can get eggs and hatch them. That's how you kind of get characters. You get actual, you know, in-game money that you can actually take out into the actual currency. So some interesting things going on here. Do I think it's like the next craze? I mean, not right now. But if we suddenly, at some point in the foreseeable future, got like a DeFi gaming like craze, would put this game on the top of the list, and I would not doubt that the token pumps like crazy. Now, do I think that we're having a DeFi gaming like bull run anytime soon? No, I don't. let's make sure that that's like up front and foremost. And you know, anything can go wrong. Economies are important in games and stuff like that. The Pokemon themed games have been doing really well actually when the team is legit. So great call with potential. Solana is permissionless. Nintendo can't stop blockchain coins from launching. They add a loss on that one. People have been doing it for years. Yeah, I mean, as far as launching and having a coin, it's not what I meant as far as like being shut down. And who knows? Like, I haven't studied that stuff as much as you have, for sure. You probably have a really good point there. What I was talking more was about whatever product they put out, as far as like a game and stuff, right? Oh, this is a cool looking like boss. I don't feel like we've had a boss like this yet. We've had a few bosses to fight, but not as cool as this one. But yeah, I was thinking more that they would shut down like whatever websites and games that they try to build. Them having an actual token, that's a little bit different. They could have a token on pump.fun, I'm sure, all they want. But who knows? Maybe the person who made it was smart enough to know like what they can and can't do before they did it. You would hope so, right? You would definitely hope so. Is he gonna attack me? Oh, I thought he was gonna attack me. Confused. He's like not doing anything. Oh wow. So when he does attack, he does a decent amount of damage. But I mean, you've been around this stream and you've seen a lot of the games that we play and stuff. You would definitely know that like this game seems rather well put together, does it not? And maybe you haven't seen enough of it to make that decision. But I'm definitely enjoying it. To me, these games, they're a little bit of fun to play. But you're looking to get up in the higher levels where you can get good items. You know what I mean? And with those good items, maybe you can sell some of them in the ecosystem. Being early would be really good because a lot of the even lower items you would be able to actually sell. And I think it's crazy, like every item in the game like has its own chart. Like you go look at the chart for axes, you know, for chopping down trees, and pickaxes for getting iron and copper. Like they fluctuate and go up and down, or undervalued, overvalued. It's kind of intense. Now, right now it doesn't seem to matter because the game is highly unknown and the coin's not worth a ton of money and stuff, but those type of things can change over time. And of course, the question is always, will it? But to the risky is usually where the spoils go, right? Striker Heart says, ETH gonna make a run for it, question mark. I hope it makes a run to like, you know, $1,200 first and then runs up. But then again, it starts getting to $1,200. Like, people are going to be terrified. So keep that in mind. I just don't see if ETH just, you know, just kept falling and never recovering and falling. Next thing you know, ETH is like $300. Like, I think it's more than ETH at that. And I don't see that personally. But at that point, you have to think like we have a much bigger problem here in this industry than just ETH. At that point, all the bags are probably screwed. Am I just repeating the same level? Not sure. This says, this looks really good. Do they have a token, UG? Yeah, they do. Once I finish this dungeon, we'll go look at that stuff and I'll show you. I mean, I bought the token and I ported it into the game. They have like a little exchange in there. I was just showing it off a minute ago. We'll run back to the main town. I've been playing it for a little while, so I'm not quite like a beginner character anymore. But it's fun to like level up your characters. You can evolve them and stuff like that. I haven't quite figured all that out. You can do quite a bit of stuff here, and there's quite a few different characters that you can evolve and stuff. I think over time, I've noticed that like they've been really working on this game and developing it, because all of a sudden there's way more storylines, way more dungeons, way more, things you can do, pick up on the ground, berries and sticks that they just didn't have when I first started playing this, which was not that long ago, maybe like 4 months ago. They didn't have any of that stuff. And apparently it's been around for like 3 years. So somebody has come in and saw... I feel like somebody saw the real potential in this thing and is starting to really actually put some time, energy, or money behind it. And it's kind of one of the perks is like we mess with enough quote unquote DeFi games that I can recognize a top tier DeFi game compared to what we normally deal with. I mean, you saw what we were dealing with, super pixelated, not the best stuff. Versus this, like you said, very smooth. All right, we beat the boss. Those blue things that were like, those are currency. Like those are actual in-game currency. You'll see I want to level up, and I don't have enough to level up here. We'll return. Not exactly sure if I needed to keep going, and I don't know how many levels there were. It doesn't usually take this long in between like getting in and out of the dungeon, but it is all built into... Also, this game has no download, right? This is actually all in the web browser and stuff, which is pretty interesting. Let's see. I wanted to go to Quest, not this. Anyways, first of all, you'll see I have a Ronin wallet connected, right? And then you'll see that I have, this is like stuff in my storage, right? But you have these mint. I used to have like 50,000. I think I used them all, right? And then we'll mint these. So here, you'll see it's actually on chain. It's going to use a tiny bit of gas. We'll accept that. It's a Ronin wallet. There's, I think, 2 other wallets that you can use. Says, looks nice for a web browser. Volix game have been hot lately. Yeah, I mean, I think people want to be able to just hop on a web browser and play. And, the minute you got to, like, actually go download and stuff, now you're, like, more skeptical. I don't know. I really like the web browser. And a lot of times I've always heard, it's a lot more limiting, I guess, with a web browser. But this seems to really be able to do quite a bit for a web browser game. So not disappointed with it. I'll come back to the quest in a minute. Kind of wanted to show the auction house and stuff, and then move things around. Like, I keep mentioning that because a lot of times in a lot of games you play them and then, like Panzer Dogs, they just never change at some point. You could tell that the developers have checked out. Like, you can tell nobody's putting new ideas into anything, Here's some actual players, right? Here's like the auction house, the game exchange. Here's the market. It's all, on actual items. You could come in here and grab like a bronze pickaxe, right? Grab one of these. And you could see, like, here's the 1 minute chart for bronze pickaxe. Let's go to the 4 hour chart. Here's the 4 hour chart for bronze pickaxe. Here's the daily chart for bronze pickaxes, right? You see some high fluctuation. Very interesting. And of course, there's going to be kind of low volume and stuff. The game is not like tons and tons and tons of users. But every time I'm on here, there's people chatting and there's people running around. So they got something going. People want to download unknown software, so browser games are the new trend. Exactly. It's exactly what I was trying to say. I don't want to download more stuff, says Strega Heart. Yeah, I know, right? Same, bro. Easy to just pick up and play. That's what people want. And again, with the whole attention economy and stuff, like, people don't have the time to care long enough to even do all that. And there's quite a few items. Let's see, copper ore would be a pretty common one. run into like the 5-minute, the daily. I just thought this was really cool that they had actual charts. Like if this game was popular, like as popular as say like World of Warcraft, and say 5 years from now they really put in some effort and it starts to get popular, you're gonna have people just sitting here buying low, selling high, buying low, selling high, and then actually like, you know, being able to cash out on it, which is kind of wild. They are apparently actually NFTs because you can take the items and you can hold the items in your Ronin wallet, and then you can move them back over to the game and take them out and move them back. That part's really cool. A lot of games want to sell you on an idea like that, but they don't actually have it. None of it's built. Like you just can't find it. It's crazy. Sometimes they have NFTs, but they don't have a real game. It's just like a big mess. And this is like some of the farthest I've really seen it go. Oh man, every item has a chart. Pretty cool, very gamified. Exactly. And so like if this game was popular, and for like when I was real young, I played some World of Warcraft and some other games that are like that and stuff. Man, if those items in the market would have had charts and like you could have bought them, and then the gold in the game was actually like worth value, like you could take it out of the game in your wallet and sell it, bro, we would have lived on there. We would have figured out how to make money on there, and we would have spent day and night doing it, even if it was a little bit of money, you know. I think they're really dropping the ball. Like you can fish, like you got a bunch of skills. You got fishing, cooking, taming, farming, herbalism, wood cutting, fire making, soul crafting, mining, regular crafting, and shamanism, which I cannot seem to figure out. Then, of course, you got your usual character stuff, character slots, a bag with all your items in it, that kind of stuff. Hit the map. You have a pretty big map, right? The map's pretty big. Lots of trees to cut down, ore to mine, got lots of quests and different things going on. Then you have like this middle of the map kind of higher level character stuff. Over here is where we've been doing these quests. This is a dungeon we were just at. They have different dungeons. Every one of these like double swords is a dungeon. What is this? I want to see something. This little area has been under construction, like they've been building something. And I want to see if it's open yet, because it looked really interesting. When I first started playing, this was open, and I never went into it because I was like too low level. And then by the time I could actually get into it, it looks like it's still under construction. It's called a heist, so they have some kind of other in-game. And before, like when I first started playing, the trees to chop down, there was like 3 or 4 on the map. Now they're like everywhere, like they should be, you know? So I'm bullish on the fact that you really seeing a lot of like integration. I keep saying integration, development. I guess integration could be right. What was the other thing I wanted to show? Oh, I wanted to show the actual tokens. So let's go to CoinGecko, right? And you're not going to be amazed. It's bottom of the bear market, right? The token's not going to be some 300% pump today, right? But, oh wow, it actually did have a really cool pump here. When you find a game and you like it and it actually seems good and it's super cheap, market cap is here's the thing. That game right there, the coin market cap of it is $278,000. I just don't think that anybody really knows about this game. Did you play RuneScape, UG? I've here and there, not in the OG days. Like when a lot of my friends were playing like OG RuneScape, right? I'd go to their house, they'd be playing it and stuff, but I was already playing like WoW at that time. So like I would look at RuneScape and be like, nah, bro, I'm gonna play WoW. Again, you know, we were young. We were 11, 12, stuff like that. And so they did that, I think, mostly because it was free and like WoW you had to pay monthly for. I would always figure out a way to make it work, right? I'd stack up those month cards for my birthday, I get like 4, 5, 6 months worth, you know, and then I'd figure the other 6 months out. Had a ton of fun, that's for sure. But anyways, like this thing is low enough to like, you know, maybe do something at some point. I don't know. It's just really hard. It's like when you find something like undervalued, you know, as a merchant, just in general. If anybody's ever really loved the idea of like being a merchant, when it comes to the DeFi games and the coins corresponded, most of the time you look at the game and you're like, I have no confidence in this. But for whatever reason, after playing Zverse a lot and just watching them keep rolling stuff out, I'm like, I kind of have like some confidence in this game for some reason. And sometimes you gotta trust that gut instinct. And of course, you can use the money in the game, right? So at the end of the day, if you bought a bunch of it, you just use it in the game. And again, I've been playing this game for like 4 months. I just ran out of money like a week or two ago, and I think I put about $4.50. If we want to get real technical, maybe $4.75 into it. So I mean, I can sleep easy, that's for sure. If this game picks up enough attention, it'll easily blow past that market cap. You never know. Oh yeah, I mean, you're talking. Sorry about that. Yeah, I mean, what were we talking about? It's probably even lower than it was. I mean, it's number 4,200 by market cap, right? It's got $278,000 in the market cap. Now, normally I would look at a game and see a market cap of 278,000 and be like, that project's dead. Like, it's gotta be dead. How could it not be dead? But then when you go play the game and it's smooth like it is, it's like, wait a second. Yeah, November 26, 2024 is when the token came out, right? But the actual game, when we did research on it before, because when I first found it, I was like, what is this game, right? Because it actually looks cool compared to what we normally look at. And I found out it's actually been out for at least like 3 years or so, but they didn't have all the token integration and stuff like that figured out. It's on Arbitrum, because the Explorer Arbitrum scan, so verify that. GameFi, on-chain. I would like to go look at their Twitter. I need to make sure I'm following them on Twitter, because I would like to know if anything cool comes out. $96,000 followers. That's not bad. And sometimes things get like really low that it's kind of like, this is how you mine ore and stuff. Wow, it looks really nice and smooth on their computer. Whose computer is this? That maybe I need to go in the settings and turn my settings up or something. I do have like a gaming laptop. It's pretty decent. You have and there's like, I've been playing it for 4 months and there's so much stuff I don't know about it. Yo, that looks like a dope character though. I have not seen that character. I don't know. They just really seem like they're grinding to me, you know? I don't know what's going on with that video. Pretty sure it's my computer. I have a lot of stuff running. Wow, it's kind of OG, which is good if they're still building. That's what I was saying. I was surprised. So normally a project gets to this point, been around this long, the token's down, you know, and they're over. Like, that's it. Like, there is nothing else. Wow, this person has a lot of characters I had never seen before. Yo, what was that? In the sanctuary? Holy crap. Look at some of these crazy characters they have. It's kind of cool. Kind of really gives you some Pokemon vibes. That was my first impression, right? When I first found it, I was like, really gave me some Pokemon vibes. Starter Pokemon, you had to pick one. Whole storyline, like, it really gave me those kind of vibes. How did he get one to follow him? Oh wait, I do have one following me. He's right here. Oh wait, you can actually like interact with them. Again, this is one of those games I wish I had a lot of time to really spend time on. Says my laptop is like a 1650 Ti. Gonna be honest, no idea what that means. I think tokens do that good following just not enough interest. Looking for an upgrade that isn't a refresh for gigabyte isn't enough these days. Yeah, my next computer's desktop. I usually have desktop, then I bought a laptop, then I bought another laptop, and now my next computer gonna get like the real deal. I might just build it, to be honest. I was doing the math on a lot of the building. You save money, but not as much money as you'd probably think you save. Anyways, this is like the fishing spot. Oh wow, they really fixed the UX here a lot. Where now you can hit the fill water button. They didn't have that before. You can fish. Did they fix the like... The fishing was really confusing at first. It's like you gotta let him like fish. Don't interrupt him, you know? And you have bait. Like you gotta actually have bait to fish. Oh, cool. And you don't have to restart it every time either. He'll just sit there and auto fish. I don't think it used to do that. Yeah, let us know what you're playing, Striker Heart. I'm glad to have some more than me and just Melissa gaming enthusiasts nowadays. I'm not gonna lie, I really might buy, you know, $50 of this coin later on. I really might do that. I figure if nothing else, I'll have money in the game forever. For a long time, right? I was gonna buy $50 worth of some Mega ETH. So that was one I wanted to really grab at the bottom there. Those bottom market buys. Here's your ore. This is 10 ore. Oh, they've really cleaned up the gameplay a lot. I don't get to hop on here and check it out as much as I really wish I did. Here's your copper. There's a wood mill over here where you can actually like process all your wood and make it into all the different things that you need. There's a blacksmith in town where you can actually, you know, make everything. There's a smelter. It's basically like the woodworking shop, but, you know, for ore. It's a lot of cool stuff. I probably talked enough about Zverse tonight, but I don't know. The more I look at it, the more I'm like, should probably hold a tiny bit of this coin in case it does something ridiculous at some point. Oh, look at this. Open the chest. See, you didn't used to have these random chests with stuff in them. That's dope. That might be the second time I've ever opened one of those. It says UG locked in V. Yeah, the more I mess with it, it's like, the thing is, every time I come back to it, it's way better than it was the last time. So like, I'm actually kind of excited to see what the heck they're gonna do next. Here's that wood shop. I don't think I'll put a lot of money in it, but I'm definitely going to buy like $50 worth of the coin. Because this coin could do 100x. It'd just take a lot of time, but for $50, I'm cool with that. Honestly, where that token's at right now, if we got some real clout around some DeFi gaming, I mean, I'm not going to try to hype nobody up, but 1000x is not out of the realm of possibility. says I can't do that right now, and I have a totem piece that I need to put on there. Anyways, we definitely rolling into 2 hours streaming here on a Friday night. Shout out to the Undergrounders coming out and supporting your boy, just showing up. Not even talking about super chats and all that jazz. Just showing up, hanging out. I love some DeFi gaming. It's good to be around some other people who appreciate it and then understand the potential. Again, that V token could really go some places. Highlight that one more time here. Down a lot. But one thing that you got to look at is it had a recent surge. Like, that recent surge was really interesting. Let's go market cap. I think the market cap would be a better way to really look at this. Highlight. You went from like 227,000 to 1.2 million. It's a big jump. And then back down tells me I kind of got to buy some. Where's my Ronin wallet plugin? Definitely not. Anything is possible. Yeah, exactly. And some things just take time to cook. Because, like, if we were being realistic about this game, how would that happen? Well, they keep upgrading. And then you have the whole word of mouth scenario, which is really possible. If they really keep making such a great game in 6 months to a year, they could have something really good enough that people genuinely care about, like just word of mouth. Like, it's that good because they're really headed towards that. Or they hit a point where they know they have like a nice product and they start really dropping some marketing, right? Somebody gets in their ear, somebody gets a part of the project who really understands how to market the game a little bit more. And then at the same time, a year, 2 years, 3 years from now, you have, a lot of positive energy in the market, and somehow that focus gets focused on gaming. That's all it really takes. Now, just because it goes to something like that doesn't mean it'll stay at 1000x, right? We have bulls and bear markets, and I'm going to leave it at that. I don't want to overhype it. I think you guys get the point. Yeah, they on Ronin too, which is good. Ronin has ETH liquidity. Exactly, and with Onin moving back as a layer 2 on ETH is really, really good. I want to open this Ronin extension. How do I unpin it? Like, I don't want it. Oh, no, I want it pinned. I just don't want to type in my passcode right there. No, I don't want to open it in the side panel. I want to just open it normally. Anyways, I'll figure all that out. I'll post something in the Discord if I buy some. I might just stack a couple dollars here and there of this until I get to around 50, 60 bucks and then go from there. With that, though, it's been a lot of fun. I am absolutely exhausted. Did you get your steps in today? Do your cardio? Did you hit the gym? If not, never shame or condemnation, but highly consider taking care of your body, because what is all the money worth when you get it and you don't have the health to run around the world and enjoy your life, or whatever the heck you want to do with your life. The point is, without health, none of this stuff matters. So I hope you're taking care of yourself. Melissa says I did. If a lot of people get their steps in every day, we might have some cool things maybe in the chat, in the Discord and things, and we'll see who got the most steps. I don't want to make it overly competitive, right? But it is fun to kind of say, what are people's average steps, right? Do something where like once a month we give away something, and everybody has to like show their like monthly average in steps, right? So now it's not like how many steps can somebody just like go crazy and get in one day. It'd be like a month. Got a lot of big plans and stuff I'd love to do. We got to get those sponsorships rolling. Once these sponsorships get rolling, bear market gets rolling, or bull market, I'm sorry, eventually gets rolling, I think we won't have a lot of trouble. Merch coming soon. Believe it or not, I spent quite a bit of time today working on our in-game. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Actually, let me show you this real quick. It doesn't work for whatever reason. I still got to keep working it. But if you put here, I know somebody's listening to me. Somebody put !roll, ROLL, in the chat. I really want to see what it does. I've been messing with it like not all day. I messed with it for an hour and a half today, maybe 2 hours. That's what I had. And then I had to go pull shipping and do a bunch of stuff for my other business. But it was really interesting. It says, thanks. Did everybody leave yet? Somebody put !ROLL in the chat. All one thing, right? !roll. See if anybody can hear me. They already left. It's a streamer bot that I'm integrating, and then there will be other stuff as well. I think it's going to be really cool when I'm done. It's just a little bit more technical than I normally know how to do. Here, I guess I'll just do it because I don't see anybody doing it. So you put !roll, and then you get this like automatic bot response. No space. Melissa, just you don't need to capitalize it, and there doesn't need to be a space, right? So like this is gonna be for our game, and here it says like I rolled a 1, right? And I'm now at space 1 out of 20 on lap 0, basically, right? Lap 1 out of 20. And so we'll have a board game to go with it and stuff. This is like, just to get it to do this actually took more than I'd like to say. It took a lot of time, right? To set it all up. It's like 8 different sub commands and stuff like that. And so the way it'll work is like, it's weird. Didn't do anything for Stregaheart. It worked for Melissa, but why not Stregaheart? I guess that's good to know. But anyways, there'll be a board game attached with it. There'll be mini games and stuff, and we'll be giving away. It's specifically not working for Stregaheart. I don't know why that would be. He definitely typed in the exact same thing that Melissa did. Right, I can't really find any difference there. But anyways, I wouldn't worry about it right now. We'll worry about that when we get it running a little bit. That's for the OGs. But speaking of gaming, I basically am going to build a game into the stream, and the winner is going to get whatever, 3D printed collectibles, stickers, money in crypto, like all of that stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun. I look forward to it. Till then, stay underground, stay crypto. We'll have a stream at 10 p.m. tomorrow. Hope everybody enjoyed themselves. The more I look at it, I think V is a token. Like if you, I'm starting to feel like if you don't own at least like $5 in V, you might regret it 2 years from now. But we'll see. Take care. Thank you for coming. Always, absolutely, Melissa. Thank you for all you do. Stay underground, stay crypto, think long term, and I will see you guys tomorrow night at 10 p.m. New York time. Till then, Underground Crypto out.